Hi guys, so my name is Lelasophia. I am an artist and fine jewelry designer. If you like contemporary fine jewelry, if you like luxury handbags, all things New York City and art, then I have some fun videos for you. You guys, we are going to go into uncharted territory today, okay? I'm going to talk about my favorite bags by the row, an ongoing series that I have been doing for the last year and change with a twist today, okay? Today is my favorite bags on the row worn by some of my favorite male content creators. But first and foremost, if you guys are new here, thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait to see you in all my future videos. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram at Lelasophia Jewelry. I put up videos 3 days a week, and so I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one. Okay, again, this is a request, and so I am so excited to go forth and talk about one of my favorite subjects, which is the row, of course, as per usual. I'm sorry, it has been a little heavy the last couple weeks. I did not mean to, you know, feature the row as much as I have, but yet here we are. It's just an organic love of mine. And again, I kind of feel like I have to admit that I've wanted to add more men into the series that I have done. I need to keep my ears to the streets a little bit more, but also I think I was a bit afraid to not do justice to these incredible human beings that also wear and love the row that just happen to be men. And so I'm a little nervous. I hope that I do an okay job today, okay? Because I always want to honor in the most authentic way, and I will do my best. Starting off with an amazing force in the fashion industry. This is Bobby Schuessler. Oh my goodness. First of all, outfits on outfits on outfits on outfits. Can we talk about the insane ability of styling in every single post, okay? I was completely obsessed. I've gone down rabbit holes. And of course, let's just go ahead and start with the Margo, which yes, I've talked about many times in my previous videos, but today is a special one, okay? I try not to overlap bags too much, but again, we're giving our men the shine today, okay? We're, you know, placing crowns on each one of these lovely gentlemen, and so we're gonna be repeating a bunch of bags today, but it does give a little new flavor, okay? And so, of course, we're gonna start out with the king wearing the king bag by the row, the Margo, I believe. There are 2 in this incredible collection. We're gonna focus on the 15 for now because the 15 just seems like such an amazing, not only everyday, but true work bag by the row. And for some reason, okay, this is possibly an unpopular opinion, I have several categories of items, of luxury items specifically, that I maybe even prefer on men. A hack, a Birkin, Van Cleef, anything I think is just like, I don't want to put my foot in my mouth, okay? Everything is beautiful if you choose it, okay? But something about Van Cleef on a man, obsessed, and a Margo on a man, literally dying. You know, maybe 1 or 2 other creators on this list. I also might feel the same way about you guys as well. But to focus on this incredible man, Bobby, this 15 on him, oh my god, the 10 looks gorgeous as well. I just can see the 15 working for so many different aspects of his life. In images, at least, it just looks absolutely stunning. It is so gender fluid, and that's why I love the row so much. I know I've been saying this so much lately, but the reason why I collect and love the row bags is because of that fluidity, because of the simplicity. It truly can be very gender bending, and something about the Margo is actually a little bit even maybe masculine. I think that we've seen that so much, especially in the last couple years from Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, maybe Mary-Kate a little bit more. But even recently, when it's not like an evening event, Ashley and Mary-Kate have both been dressing a little bit more ambiguously, which I love so much. It's a brand that just, I truly think, you know, as again, we don't need to hear me say every single time I talk about them, which is far too often, but it just, it covers such a wide spectrum, it's almost unfathomable. I truly do think that the majority of bag styles, particularly shoe styles, like let's think about the loafers, but we're on, you know, the topic of bags today, of course, especially the bags. It just is so brilliant, the true spectrum that they take over. I can see this working on genuinely any gender, but to highlight again our men today, something about it just feels so cool. It feels so like both ahead of its time, but then also really like grounded in its utility almost, something that I probably always say often. And in this immaculate, elite wardrobe and collection, like a true bow down moment. Let's move on to our friend, okay? Our friend Dakota, aka Street Sophisticado, formerly known as Street Sophisticado, I believe, on Instagram at the very least. Dakota is one of my favorite creators. I have mentioned him in this series, but we're doing an entire highlighted part, okay? Just in time, perfectly also, because listen, perhaps this video was delayed highlighting men, but it must have somehow cosmically been for the reason of waiting until Dakota had this new Agnes in his collection, because I died. I nearly died when I saw this on him. Oh my, the Agnes bag. Everybody that has it, it's beautiful on you. Dakota, you won, okay? Dakota, look, this bag is made for you. It looks so stunning on you. I literally don't think I'm over it yet from seeing that first post. Dakota's style similarly is just kind of like, it's just unfathomable how incredible each and every outfit is. I always say this, but my favorite thing about this internet over here is seeing how much, especially in the last couple years, with the insanity of trends and everything kind of changing every 2 seconds, I really think that that gave everybody, including myself, opportunities to truly be as authentic as possible, because there were so many options. We have so much access now because of social media to viewing and seeing and experimenting with different styles, different options, different items. And I truly think this new group of, like, what did I just say in my last video, of this like insane, unfathomably elite group of creators are the most authentic people I have ever seen. And Dakota is absolutely one of my favorite, hands down people to follow. The Agnes bag, I just can't get over it. Something about it, I have said this a couple times, on me for some reason proportionately did not work very well, which kind of broke my heart a little bit, I have to admit. Then I saw it on Dakota and I was like, this, it was literally made for you. This whole moment, this whole thing, it looks so stunning. I've seen people put like tassels and fun things on their Agnes. I think I saw somebody put a Sally bag on their Agnes. It can be dressed up so much. It is such a special bag. The way that it's made, the way that it just like perfectly waterfalls in on itself on the sides, but it's such a classic shape. Again, broken record over here. What do I always say? Truly pushing the boundaries of futurism while legitimately having the most vintage and possibly even antique references is the brilliance of the row. Dakota, this bag is perfection on you. Give proper credit where credit is properly due, okay? I believe this amazing creator, Zach, on TikTok was, I don't wanna like get ahead of myself and say this, but I think this is correct. For me personally, was the first male that I saw on TikTok unbox bags by the row and show their bag collection. I'm sure there's like a plethora of male collectors who just, you know, are perfectly like not online, but Zach has been kind enough to share his incredible, immaculate, if we will, collection. And while I could obviously pick any bag, let's go ahead and highlight the Teras bag, because this is the perfect example of a bag, again, obviously everyone in his collection is clearly very genderless and kind of perfect for so many different facets of one's own life. But the Teras is a really cool example because my mother has one, and so I've been able to play with it a little bit, see it. That bag, I think is finally getting its like well-due praise that I'm sure for some reason is kind of a long time coming, or maybe it was like a bit of a slow burn, but I didn't see as many people talking about it when it first came out. And then literally in Cassie Thorpe's most recent video, she talked about how it is one of the most searched bags on Forward, I think it was, I believe. That was redundant, sorry. The Teras bag has been a slow burn, okay? And now so many people are obsessed with it. This bag I think is really cool because it is one of the best examples, in my humble opinion, of bags by the row looking, not even necessarily looking, this is gonna be a little esoteric and annoying, but having like different vibes in the different leathers. My mom has it in a nubuck, like almost like deserty, a little orangey color. Put it in a grain leather, put it in a smooth leather. It kind of does different things for different occasions. And in Zach's collection in particular, it just is literal perfection. I think everybody that has this bag that I've spoken to personally says that they absolutely love it. It is kind of brilliant if you really think about it. This was the same exact collection that they came out with, the cute little East-West bag that was very similar to it, but with not as dramatic of a drop. That's very Paris Bombay-esque, aka a la Hermes. But the Teras is so unlike anything that I've ever seen, and I think the brilliance of the insanely long shoulder strap is kind of like, it's almost cartoonish when it's not on a person. But then you put it on your body and you're like, why aren't all straps this long? This is perfect. This is so brilliant. Why am I like fighting with jackets? Why can't I wear my gigantic sweaters and a shoulder bag? It's subtly brilliant, and I think it's taken several years for people to be like, hold on, why don't I have one of these? Okay, it's time. And Zach clearly has been ahead of the game, okay? It just looks so, so, so incredible on him. It's also massive, okay? Especially in my terms when I clearly like really tiny bags. I don't know, I have some weird thing. It's massive. It's not giving like Margo 15 to 17, but that's a big everyday bag with still a really cool profile. It's one of my total favorites. And we're gonna go with the TikTok creators, okay? Because this amazing creator, I have only kind of like over the last couple months discovered and low-key obsessed, okay? Very much so same lane as me, okay? It's giving chrome hearts in the row, a little Balenciaga, a little Gucci now, dark energy. It's, you know, I think we see each other, okay? We're very much so aligned stylistically, and I love when he busts out anything from the row. And I don't know if this is a recent purchase or it's just been recently featured, but I love the fact that he added in the Marlo 17 in the smooth leather. I'm jealous, okay? I was gonna say I'm dying, I'm crying, but I'm actually just jealous. I cannot lie to you, when my little brother and I and his girlfriend just went to the row the other day, Dylan and I both had a moment, okay? There was a Marlo 17 on the top shelf, 14 on the middle shelf, and then 12, and I like was dying over the 12 on the bottom shelf. There was then an alligator 14 on the middle shelf, and Dylan, my little brother, who when he likes something, you will know, okay? He was like, what is this? Oh my God. Do I need to save up for this? The 17, he nearly died, okay? Literally obsessed. And for like 2 days afterwards, we had multiple conversations about it. I think that, again, genderless perfection. This bag is so annoyingly iconic that I don't want to give away my wish list already for 2026, but cough cough, it's number one. I, for some reason, love the proportions of the 12, but I so on other people am obsessed over the 17, especially on this TikTok creator. Oh my God. It just is like legitimately perfect. I'm sure a Marlo would look, or if he already has one, looks amazing on him, but there is something just, you know, I think it was a bit of a slow burn. I think it took some people, you know, including possibly myself, to totally admit, a few months to, you know, to really truly have the Marlo sit where it deserves to in our brains. But it seems like he knew immediately how amazing this style is. There's just something about it that's like a little tiny bit more refined, a little bit sleeker. For me personally, I like the side profile more, especially in, I mean, of course, do we all know what I'm gonna say? 3, 2, 1, the smooth leather. It is literal perfection. I just absolutely love it in every single one of his outfits. It's kind of the coolest travel bag you could ever possibly own. And yeah, it's literal perfection for him. And lastly, like, do we see what I'm saying? The range of bags by the row, because how easily they fit in with all of these incredible collections. Like, you know, just saying, the row will give you range. To add in yet another example on Neil Jolly, this, I believe it's the nylon banana bag. This is perfect in his collection. It seems like he wears it literally all the time. It looks so immaculate paired with outfits. There's a lot of fear of God going on, like elevated streetwear mixed with a little bit of futurism. The bag really truly adds itself exactly in the way that it's meant to, where it's minimal, but it still packs a punch. And I personally, the people that I know and have talked to that own the banana bag, say that it is quite literally the best bag they've ever purchased in their entire life. I've definitely spoken about this before, but maybe only I mentioned it once, but the slouchy banana, I think, is my number 2 most seen bag by the row out in the wild in New York City, kind of randomly so. It was one of the first in the same group as the Row North South Park tote, the 90s bag, pre the Margo's fame. I think that the banana bag was probably the most, like, I was almost, did you hear me say, I was about to say trendy, but the most well-known bag by the Row, again, pre this insane era where everybody and their mother is literally obsessed like we are. That's just what I remember, okay? And so I love seeing the range that it gives. I probably see it mostly as like an actual workout bag, all the, you know, cool people going from their Pilates classes. That's probably honestly transparently where I see it worn the most. But I also see it in a lot of mom pickups after schools outfits that it can totally give like, oh yeah, we're still going to like a chic lunch. And specifically, not to be like a little bit, you know, gender typical in today's video, but I just really love this bag on a man. I love all of these bags on these incredible men, and especially on Neil, it just feels so right. It feels so perfect. And again, I think it shows by how many times that he wears it. And you guys, I hope I have done justice, okay? Let me know your comments down below. I'm very excited to hear, you know, no matter which way you feel about how I did, but yeah, we gotta do this more. I will always continue to add in more, and especially from here on out into my parts of this series, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.